My name is Howard Kraus, and I do acrylics, and I also draw with pencil and charcoal. However, primarily I work with watercolors. I actually started in art very early, probably 5 or 6 years old. I'm from Brooklyn, New York City, and I lived 2 blocks from the Brooklyn Museum of Art for 15 or so years. I would go to the art museum on a Saturday morning, and there was a lady who would teach the children in the street about art. We would go to a gallery, look at a picture, she'd tell us about that and the artist, and then we would go downstairs and paint. And from that, I learned the rudiments of painting. It is not what I do, because I learned very early the term starving artist. Not wanting to be one, I pursued something else. I'm a research chemist. Having grown up in Brooklyn, I was not enamored with the concrete jungle. I much rather be hugging a tree. Most of my art are places that my wife and I have been, or my family have traveled to. I spent most of my summers in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York and was free to roam around, fish, and also paint, even as a child. Then I spent 5 summers in Acadia National Park. And having nothing to do, not knowing anybody up there, I also painted. The shapes and nuances of nature are what trigger my interest in a particular scene. However, if you look at many of my art, you will also see buildings in them. I learned also very early that you can't paint everything. And because of that, I had to learn how to eliminate 70 to 80% of what I see to make a painting. When a person who is a non-artist looks at a painting or a picture, their eye travels all around the edges. They convince themselves that this is a tree or a bunch of trees, and then they spend the rest of their life counting every single leaf and needle that's on these trees. And to paint that would take a lifetime to paint one picture. So you make a representation, and that's what I do.